Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I am back with a few more layouts using the Spruced Up collection from Close to My Heart, and I decided that I wanted to recreate this layout that was shown as a sample in the actual catalog. So they do not give out exact measurements of how to recreate this, so I did this just sort of by eye, and it's not exactly right, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to share with you the measurements that I'm using. If you'd like to recreate this, I will also have these listed on my blog post for you. So the first pieces that you cut out are from French Vanilla. You want 2 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then 1 piece that is 2 1/2 by 6 inches. That's going to create the base for the tag. Then from the purple, you want 1 piece that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and a second piece that is 3 by 7 3/4. From the stripes, this piece is 3 1/2 by 5. From the wood, that is 3 by 6. And lastly, from the birds, that is 4 by 6 1/2. So I've also pulled in some of the chipboard pieces, the Sentiment Snow Fun, as well as that little cup of cocoa or coffee there, and then a few of the wood pieces, some snowflakes, and a few stars. I'm also going to pull in some of the Julep glitter gems, as well as some Espresso ink to distress some of the pieces of the pattern paper. So now that I've given you a look at everything I'm using to create this, of course, I also have that background pattern piece of sort of the leaves or the pine cones. I'm going to start out by getting all of this ready to go. And here you'll see I've sped things up a bit more. I didn't want this to run too long, and I am going to leave the majority of it as a process video, but I wanted to talk you through how I created a few of these first pieces. So here I'm just trimming off the edges to create my tag, and then I will pull in this is from We Are Memory Keepers, and it's just a reinforcer punch. I'll have all of these things linked below for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and create 2 of those, 1 for each side of my tag. And then I'll use my Crop-A-Dile to place my hole, add a little bit of art glitter glue to the back of both of these, and then place 1 on either side of the tag. I did also pull in some of their Mink twine to add to the top of the tag. I forgot to list that in the supplies at the beginning. I actually have this left over from that Hawthorne card kit, so I did not purchase it extra, but when I looked in my stash for something that looked similar to what they had used, this is what I found. I will link that below for you as well. So there my tag is finished. And now I'm going to take this purple pattern piece. Now I'm using this and trimming off just a portion at the bottom that was probably 1.5 inches. Reason being that I wanted to save as much paper as I could, because I also wanted to create some cards with this. So you're not going to see this once it's placed down because of the way the pictures are placed. It's going to be completely covered. So that's a little trick you can use if you don't have something that's quite long enough, but you do have a portion of it that is going to be covered. No one will ever know, except us, that this is not a full piece of paper. I'm taking this Espresso ink here with one of my ink blenders and just running that along the edges to give that sort of a distressed look. I'm going to do the same thing here with this bird pattern paper. Now here for this smaller or the background of the photo purple paper, I wanted to distress this. So I'm just taking my fingernail and running that along the edge of the paper. This pattern paper has sort of a white core to it. So when you run it along, I'm not tearing it. I'm just sort of wrinkling it, sort of distressing it with my fingernail to give it a sort of ruffled look. And it pulls out a little bit of that white, which just gives it a really sort of great distressed feel. I'm doing the same thing here with that striped pattern paper as well. Okay, so now I have all of my pieces ready to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my layout put together. I will turn up the music at this point and just let you enjoy the rest of the process. I think I've covered everything that I needed to. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them for you. I will be back with a second video, hopefully tonight as well, with another double layout. And that's going to finish the scrapbook layouts using this collection. And then I will have 2 videos of 10 cards, sort of one kit, really 10 cards, one collection for you coming up soon as well. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to you again soon.